Hey, it's your boy Sax the Therapist. Like, subscribe, comment, tell your mother, your daddy, your cousin, your brother, your sister, your wife, husband, whoever. Sax the Therapist is live and back and direct. And, I appreciate you tuning in first and foremost. I was thinking today, sometimes you got to start with the basics. Like you some people come to therapy with such high expectations, these ideas that we're gonna go straight into these traumas, this history, and just immediately attack all of these things that sometimes you got to start with the basics, and especially if you're feeling a little lost on where to start in therapy, it can just help thinking about just some real basic principles. I'm gonna say the triology of mental health: your thinking, your behaviors, and your emotions. All three of these are the three components that it's like the triangle of your mental health, and making sure that they're aligned with one another. But as a cognitive behavioral therapist, I'm a goal-oriented, solution-focused therapist. I like to always mostly start with those cognitions. I want to know how you're thinking about a situation. How you are thinking about a situation will impact the result of the situation. Are you thinking positively about it or thinking negatively about it? If we have this rumination, which is the ongoingness of negative thoughts, it cycles. And it cycles in a way that our behavior will follow through with it. We are thinking less of ourselves, so we're doing less shit with ourselves. You have to challenge those negative thoughts. Allow yourself to recognize where you may be thinking negative, and see if you can implement a more hopeful, a more optimistic perspective on that thought. Because if you are able to do so, then you might be able to have a behavior that then follows through with it. That one hopeful behavior, that last attempt or effort to do something. It can, even if you fail, it might bring you a positive feeling. See, do you want to go to sleep feeling good about yourself or feeling bad about yourself? See, if you're allowing yourself to think positively throughout your day, allowing yourself to have your actions and behaviors to follow through, then how you end up at the end of the day may be feeling well. There's so many people that they're feeling low, they're feeling anxious, they're feeling worried or fearful. If you're able to actively challenge those thoughts may be irrational. Those thoughts may be pessimistic, self-destructive. You may have to actively challenge those thoughts to see an alternative. I offer people a lot in my therapeutic sessions. We talk about alternative perspectives. That phrase can come more from a narrative, theoretical perspective, but not to get too deep in different theories. It's just saying alternative perspectives, looking at something differently. Recognize your behaviors that might not fall through with positive thinking. That's okay, a little step further. So we might be thinking positive, but did you follow through with it? You're thinking healthy, you're thinking about nutrition, you're thinking about going to the gym, but are you following through? So making sure that those behaviors are aligned, because we need accomplishment, we need that success. I'm gonna talk about that in a whole another light one day. But understanding the disconnect between your thinking and your behaviors can also result in a poor feeling about yourself. That right there is actually going to be called cognitive dissonance. So when you have the result, mostly the feeling of lowness, anxiety, just off, feeling confused. The feeling itself isn't really just one feeling, but it's the result of when your thoughts didn't align with your behavior, and now, you got that feeling. A big example is like Christianity, people being like a Christian, or just religion for that matter, spirituality. Like, how do you practice your spirituality? How do you practice your religion, and if those things aren't aligning together, then you might you might feel a little bad Sunday night, whereas you realize that you've been telling people Monday through Saturday that you was a Christian, but Sunday you didn't go to church, and you're like, oh, well, that's what Christians do, and now you're feeling a little low about yourself. The idea that we're trying to get at, positive thinking, okay? Take care of your mind, take care of your body and soul, and understanding that the triology is real. When one is off, your mental health is off. It's not judgmentally speaking. Our mental health is something that we continuously gotta kind of work on. You know what I mean? But for my sports people, I always use this analogy right here. When you need, I'll go with soccer real quick first. We'll do soccer real quick. You know, you got your with your forwards, your midfield, and your defense. Imagine them. Forget the goalie for a second. Imagine they all three need to come together in a huddle and be on the same page. As soon as one is off and they're not on the same page, what happens? Your team may deconstruct the efficiency of the team. May depreciate in a way. You know what I mean? It's just not going to be as effective. You know, for my football players, I like to think of the center, the quarterback, and the running back. All right, if they all three not really on the same page, there's a good chance we getting a false start, we off sides, we jump in the play, we getting sacked, something's going wrong. Same process within your mental health. Make sure that all three components is talking to each other, connecting with each other, vibing with each other. They need to go out and, you know what I'm saying, have parties with each other. Imagine they having threesomes with each other at this point. I mean, it has to be connected. All right. I'm sure I done said it in so many ways. Hopefully it connects at this point. No overplay on the words, but it's your boy, man. Saxa therapist. Trying to keep these a little short for you. Licensed marriage and family therapist, state of California. Tap in. We out here. You know, like, subscribe, comment, share with everybody that you ever met. Okay, and go take care of yourself. Go take care of you.